Hi there, my YouTube friends. I'm doing this little short video to show you a little bit of an update of my Vera Bradley. I've got a couple more items to show you which I haven't done a review of Vera Bradley for a long time, but I've got these ones. I'm expecting one more item to come before I start using this particular one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push that back ever so slightly. That's better. Now I've got a bit of room to show you. This item is one that some of you will probably know. It's a mailbag, but the colour of this is probably my favourite colour of all time. It's called Pink Swirls. Now, I don't know when it was retired, maybe 2013 I want to say, or 14, I'm not sure. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I managed to find this one, and it's quite roomy. It's quite a roomy bag. You can wear it crossbody, you can wear it over your shoulder. So, because you can adjust the handles, which I'm just trying to find the adjuster. There it is there. And that way you can have it longer or shorter. I love this. I actually saw a YouTube clip from a lady and Sophia. Hello. And My Great Challenge, she's called. And she was showing this bag off. I couldn't help myself. I said I have to have that bag because I love this. I actually do have this bag in a Provençal, and I've used it a little bit, but not a lot. So I had to get this one because I love this bag. So you've got the long strap. As I said, it's adjustable. You have a flap over here. I'm just going to open up. You have a front pocket here, and you have another big pocket behind it, which is really quite deep. In those pockets, there are no slip pockets. Behind that flap, there's a straight zip. Now, in this straight zip, which is also very deep, there are two slip pockets on the wall, which are quite big. There. And then on the very back, there's another zip. So it's a fantastic bag. Now, I also happened to buy a Malden wallet, the same as Sophia's from My Great Challenge. I'm sure that's what it's called. I think so. If it's not right, I'll correct it. But anyway, and I love the way she set out hers, so I've ordered one too, as well as the bag. Well, I've got the bag, but I haven't got the wallet yet. It's a wallet organizer from Filofax. So I'm just waiting for that to come before I set everything up into my gorgeous bag. Beautiful colours. But in the meantime, if I wanted to, and I'm not doing that at the moment because I'm using a Le Pliage bag. But if I wanted to, I don't know if you remember this, but I bought this ages ago because I bought the Crossbody Hipster, and I had to get a wallet to match, and that's what I got. These are actually the same pattern. The patterns vary a little bit depending on, you know, but they do all match eventually. That's Pink Swirls as well. It's a trifold wallet. I haven't actually used it yet. I think I put my stuff in it and tried it out, but I haven't used it yet because I've got this little collection which I'm going to save, and I'll use them at some point. So that's a trifold wallet. There's quite a lot of room in there, a lot of card spots. ID window. There's another ID window up the top here. So I don't know. There's probably there's two there. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's probably 12 card spots. And you can double them up anyway, but there's beautiful lining. It's gorgeous. So that's, then they've got the zip on the back for your coins, your change. So at the moment, if I wanted to, I could use that as a set, but I am saving this one for when I get my Malden purple pocket. But it will turn up eventually, I hope. It's supposed to have been here, but it's not here. The other thing I wanted to show you was this other bag I've got now. I have used this one a couple of times. It's a little bit smaller than I'm used to, but it's still a really quirky sort of bag. It's called the Eloise. And I think the pattern of this is Ellie blue, because I do have a little card thing which is this same colour, and I think I asked about that months and months ago. But it's called the Eloise bag. Now, as you can see, it's got the frame in the centre, so when you open it out, either side of that, I hope that's not too blurry, see either side of that, big area. So you've got two big pockets there. Now, but you still wouldn't want to, I actually used this the other day when I had to go to an appointment, you still wouldn't want to put too much in here. Because it will stop it closing, because it's got a magnetic thing at the top here that just clips closed, as you can hear. Down the bottom on both outside pockets there's these wall pockets, which you know, and they're quite generous usually. You probably be able to get something quite, you know, roomy in there. I also would probably put a diary in there if it was me, not a huge one, but certainly a diary of some sort. The other side's pretty much identical. It looks like a really generous bag, and it is a really gorgeous bag. The shoulders just go over and they probably touch just under there, so they're a lot long, but they're reasonable. They're not sort of really tight under the arm. So you've got the two identical pockets on the outside. Then you get into the kiss lock frame, which is the centerpiece. It looks really big, but you need to be careful what you put in here. It has a wall pocket with a zipper. That's reasonable. Then this side you have double pockets. So you've got one there, one there, one there, and one there. So again, it depends on what you put in it and how you set it up as to how functional it is for you. I love it. I love the pattern. I love the colour. But I also love this old-fashioned. It's got a real feel of yesteryear. So like in the 1950s and 60s. Well, I wasn't born till 1959. So, but I've seen movies where they had all these kiss lock type. But this has just got a modern twist with colours and that, you know, and it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. So again, as I said, if you are careful how you put things in, you probably wouldn't get a humongous wallet in. I mean, that goes in if you know what size a trifold wallet is. But you see that? You wouldn't want to put anything like a turn lock in. I don't think that would work. Anything really, really big. So, you know, I guess you just got to work it out for yourselves. And I don't know if these are even still available, because I've had this for quite a while now. But I just thought, after doing these couple of videos the last couple of days with my philo facts, I thought, gosh, I must get a couple of Vera Bradleys out again, because I do still love my Vera Bradleys. I still reckon they're great value. I mean, they're expensive when you live in Australia, because these things come from the United States, so they're not an Australian brand that you have access to here, so you have to buy them from overseas generally, unless someone brings them back from overseas. But most of the things I've got, I've collected over a period of time, and you know, it's not something I do use every day, apart from the mailbag, which I will do. I wear them for a little bit and then I put them away again, so they're all still in pretty pristine condition. But I do love them. There's a few more pieces I'd love to get, like Flower Shower. I'd love to get a Happy Snails turn lock, a Provençal turn lock, but you know, I'm not desperate. I'm not that worried about it, because I've got other things I've got to consider. So yeah, this one it's sort of like hasn't got a solid bottom, but once you put stuff in there, it will stay in place. At the moment it's quite expandable. That's just the nature of the bag. But once you put things in the bottom, it will stay in place. Nice crisp closure. So it's a nice bag. It's called the Eloise. if you were thinking about something that's not huge, it's not a humongous bag. In fact, I've got a ruler here. I'll just measure that. It's probably about 31 centimeters at the most across. So that's just over 12, maybe 12¼ inches. If you're in the old imperial measurements. But it's about 31 centimeters, so it's not humongous. Upwards, it's probably, probably 25, 26 centimeters, just under 9 inches height. So, you know what you like. I like a variety of different bags, and I just love the style of this one. It's probably not something I'd use every day. For me, it's not an everyday bag, but for a lot of people it might be. I'm a tote girl. I like bigger bags. I have got a few, like I've got a couple of, a Claire bag, and I've got a on-the-go bag, I think it was called. They're really quite small. And amongst other things, I've got tote bag. I've got a couple of tote bags of Vera Bradley's, and I've got my favourite bag, apart from this mail bag, which I absolutely love in the pink swirls. I've got 2 Glenna bags, and I love them. They're probably one of the best made Vera Bradley bags I've ever seen, because they're just practical. They're not super heavy if you put a lot into it, because you've got your 2 outside pockets. I will show you one again, but I have done a I think a video, I don't know, maybe last year or the year before. I'm sure it was last year. Wouldn't have had it the year before, on the heather one that I've got. But I've also got a midnight blues, is it? Oh, I've forgotten what it's called. It's terrible. I think it's midnight blues. And I've got a heather one, which I love too. So, they're probably one of my favourite of all time bags. So the last thing I want to show you, so we've done a couple of things which are interesting. The last thing I want to show you is this one. Now, I have no idea what this is called. It was a gift to me, but it's got like a strap to clip off, so you can wear it as a wristlet. It's got a V shape here, and I'm not even sure what this colour is. I know someone told me a long time ago, but I've actually forgotten. It's been a long time since I've really got into the Vera Bradleys. But it opens up with the magnetic thing again. So basically all you've got is your main section here, some card spots there, and a place at the back for notes. Then you've got a nice big zipper in the very front. And that opens up. I love this wallet. It's one of my favourite colours. I actually don't know what it's called. If you can help me, please remind me. I've just got out of the habit of picking the names of Vera Bradley. I think it's Nightingale or something like that, Florence something. Anyway, it's fantastic. So that's the last thing I've got to show you today. Now what I'm going to do is, when my Malden arrives, if it ever does, I'm going to do a review of the new mailbag I've got in the pink swirls with the Malden, like Sophia's from My Great Challenge. She's fantastic. She's such a hoot, she's lovely. So I just like the way she explains things, and she's really down to earth sort of person. And I like the way she minimises excess wastage of time and stuff. She just goes straight to the point and says, yeah, this is what I do, and that resonates with me, because that's what I want to do, try and cut through corners and not have to dither so much, I suppose. So I will do a review of that. But I do have a couple of reviews I mentioned yesterday with my Filofax. When I've had that little while, I'm going to, because I'm using it as a wallet at the moment, so I'm going to give it a bit of a go and see how I go. But I do have a chameleon Filofax personal coming hopefully this week, so I've got to set that up in my with my planning stuff. And I've got a little mini classic coming hopefully this week too, which is a really small little wallet, and that's got the little binder things, the rings. So that'll be interesting to do, to set that up. So I've got a few that I've got to do, but I will get to them. But in the meantime, I'm happy to have found this beautiful, beautiful mailbag in my absolute, I think this is my favourite pattern of all time. Of all the Vera Bradleys, I love this one the most. And there's been some really outstanding ones, but this has got to be my favourite. It's beautiful. So when I get to doing that, I'll get onto it and I'll contact you, all you guys, again by putting my video up and reaching out to you all. In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of the weekend, because it's still Easter weekend here, and I will see you again soon. If you've got any questions, just message me in the comments below, and I look forward to speaking to you again. If you have any anything you want to know, but also if you have any advice about where I might be able to get the Turnlock wallet in the Provençal or the Happy Snails, give me a buzz as well by writing down in comments, because you never know, you know, there's lots of people networking out there in the world, and especially if you're in the United States, because we don't have that sort of stuff over here. So it'd be fantastic if I could find something like that. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Until next time, we'll see you again. Bye bye.